Yes, welcome to Kenya USA Times TV. It's another day. In my last video, I talked about first notification letter, that is 1L, and the second notification letter, 2NL. Today, as a way of preparing you for DV 2025 Diversity Visa Lottery results, I'm going to talk about Visa Bulletin. What is Visa Bulletin? So, welcome. First and foremost, I'm a DV 2023 Diversity Visa Lottery beneficiary. So, at least I know about DV Lottery. And today, I'm going to take you through how to read Visa Bulletin. What is it all about? As we wait for DV 2025 Diversity Visa Lottery results. At least you should be able to know Visa Bulletin ni kitu gani. What is it? How can I read Visa Bulletin? First and foremost, before we proceed, Visa Bulletin is like a waiting list guide used by the Department of State to schedule people for the interviews to determine if applicants are eligible to take the next step in the green card process, that is the interviews. Secondly, Visa Bulletin shows the availability of visas for that particular month or in a particular month. It specifies the cutoff for those to proceed with the next diversity visa interview process. So it is very important. It's a way of, is a tool whereby you will be able to know and determine when you will be receiving, when you are likely to receive your 2NL or interview notification. It is very important. So you have to know how to read this. Okay, first and foremost, let's take, for example, DV 2024. DV 2024 was played in October 2022. Yes, I know. Naming style, naming convention of diversity visa lottery is a bit strange. It was played in 2022, then you add 2 years, and now it's called DV 2024. Now, if it was played in October 2022, the results came out for this DV 2024, came out in 2023 May. You see, it came out in May 2023. Then the first interviews for DV 2024 started in October. In October 2023. That is very important. And then the interviews zinaendelea hadi up to September 30th, 2024, this year. That is the bottom line. For you to understand diversity visa lottery, you have to take it that way. That is, financial year normally start 1st October and then it ends in September 30th. That's the end of the financial year. So for this DV 2024, vile ilianza October 1st interviews 2023, it will proceed until September 30th, 2024. Then now DV 2025, kama kutakuwa na interview October, zinaanza and so forth. So for you to read Visa Bulletin, let's take for example vile DV 2024 ilianza. We go to this website, travel.state.gov, and then, or you can just type Visa Bulletin. And then let's see this financial year 2024. And for this year, interviews zilianza October. Let's see October. Yes, you start from this, click October. Then you scroll down. You'll just assume these others. You scroll down until you find, yeah, this one, Diversity Immigrant Visa, DV category for the month of October. And you can even read. It says INA provide up to 55,000 immigrant visas each fiscal year to permit additional immigration opportunities for persons mm, from countries with low admissions during the previous 5 years. So, for October, immigrant numbers in DV category are available to qualified DV 2024 applicants, chargeable to all regions stroke eligible countries as follows. So, because most of us, okay, when an allocation cutoff is shown, visas are available for only applicants with DV regional, very important, DV regional lottery rank are shown below. So, kila region iko na DV regional lottery rank. Remember, when you win DV lottery, you get case number. And case number can range from 1 to maybe even 80,000 or 100,000 or 120,000. And remember, they only require 55,000 visas. So, a lower case number from 1 maybe to 10,000 is just a lower case number. Those people will be scheduled for interviews very early enough, and it will be starting October. For example, this one ilianza October. And then, as you can see, let's say, for example, Africa. Cutoff year Africa was this one, 10,000. So any case number from 1 to 10,000 was eligible to be scheduled for interview. So it will now depend on the embassies if they have the slots available, if they are ready to schedule these people for interviews. And remember, okay, a country like Kenya may have maybe the lowest case number, maybe it's 1, or maybe it's 100, or maybe it's 500. So these case numbers are distributed in this region, for example, Africa. So you may find that in country B or country C, low case number may be even maybe 6,000, or maybe even for others, maybe 200, maybe others 1. That's the lowest case number. So you don't have to worry. So up to 10,000, this is the cutoff. So any case number from 10,000 below are eligible to be interviewed. This is just the guideline to be used by the embassies around the world, especially for this matter, tukiangalia Africa, to schedule people for interview. Because after this, people will be getting 2NL, second notification letter. That is it. Very important. And except Algeria. For Algeria, the cutoff is 7,500. Those people will be scheduled for interview very early enough in October. Of course, October imepita. Okay, Egypt walisema 5,500, Morocco 5,600, Asia 2,000, Europe 4,500, North America to Oceania 225, South American 375. So let's see for the next month. This is for October. Na hii October, this is October 2023, last year. That is when these interviews for DV 2024 started. Let's see. Okay, one interesting thing about Visa Bulletin is it's able to predict the current month's cutoff and even the next month's cutoff. For example, this one, DV immigrant category rank cutoff, which will apply in November, just after 10,000. As you can see, it never changed. It remained 10,000. You know, 10,000 is a lot of people, a lot of visas there. So this one never changed. Okay, let's go back and see December. You click here, click December. Let's see for December 2023 if anything changed. Yes, it changed. From now, the previous one for October, November, cutoff ilikuwa 10,000. Haiku change. Kwanza ya November haiku change. It never changed. Then now for December, cutoff became 11,000. So anything from 11,000 to 1. And remember, even for the previous cutoff, maybe some people were never scheduled in October. So the same people will be scheduled in the subsequent months. For example, December or November. So 11,000 and below, those case numbers are eligible to be scheduled for interviews. And they are eligible to receive second notification letter, which is interview notification. So it never changed much. Okay, let's see for the next month, which is January. DV immigrant visa category cutoff, which will apply in January. January which year? 2024. Let's see. Africa, 22,000. It's so amazing. So, imeweza kubadilika from 11,000 ikaenda mpaka 22,000. So, any case number 22,000 and below are eligible to be scheduled for interviews, depending on whether their DS-260s have been processed. Yes, you can have a lower case number, but again, maybe you submitted your DS-260 very late. That way, you will not be scheduled for interview early enough. Your case will be late. I know of somebody who had 4,000, a case number of 4,000 during my time, DV 2023. And huyo mjamaa hakuweza kupata interviews. That person never got to be interviewed. So it was late. That person submitted DS-260 very late. So be careful. If you win this thing, make sure that you submit your DS-260 as soon as possible. Don't delay. So, 22,000 and below will be scheduled. Okay. Then, let's go to the next month. You click here. Let's see February, last month. Then you go to this. Yeah. Diversity visa immigrant DV category cutoff for the month of February for DV 2024. Africa, from 22,000 cutoff ikaenda mpaka 26,500. It went up to 26,500. So any case number from 26,500 and below are eligible to be scheduled for interviews as long as their DS-260 imekuwa processed or has been processed. So if you are a person with a case number within this range and your DS-260 has been processed, you are eligible to be scheduled for interview. And I remember during our time, there was a way of writing to the KCC to make an inquiry as to whether your DS-260 has been processed or not. There is a way of making inquiry ili uweze kujua kama kesi yako imekuwa processed or not. Sorry for those who don't understand Swahili. I love to mix because majority of my audience are Swahili speakers. So I love to mix, but you've not missed anything. So, ikiwa your DS-260 has been processed, you are good to go. And that is why it is very important for you to submit your DS-260 as soon as possible. Maybe even within the first week or the second week. or kama ikichelewa sana, the third week, don't delay in submitting your DS-260. So, Africa, 26,500. That is for the month of February. Let's go back and see if there is the new cutoff for the month of March. Let's see March. I know we are in March. Let's go to March. Whoa. From 26,500, the cutoff is now 45,000 for the region of Africa. So any number from 45,000 and below, up to 1. Because I know maybe some case numbers were not scheduled for interviews, maybe in October or November or December or even January or February. So all these are eligible to be scheduled for interviews or to receive 2NL. And then, so any number below this is eligible. How about the next month? This one does not show the next month. Oh, sorry for that. Sorry for that. For March, sorry for that, Africa is 40,000. So any number 40,000 and below are eligible for interviews to receive 2NL. How about the next month, April? 45,000. Cutoff ikaenda mpaka 45,000. So any number 45,000 and below are eligible to be scheduled for interviews as long as their DS-260s have been processed, which is very important. And I have said many times that make sure that you submit your DS-260 as soon as possible. And if you have family, maybe a family of 4, you have to submit 4 DS-260s. You should be able to receive 4 confirmation pages for your DS-260s. Sio moja, it's not 1. So the earlier you submit your DS-260, the earlier it will be processed, and then the earlier you will be scheduled for interviews. And as I have said, there is a way of making inquiries to the KCC, inquiring from them ili uweze kujua if your case has been processed or not. So April, for the next month, April, 45,000. Let's see if there is anything for, yes, there is nothing beyond April now. So the next Visa Bulletin we are waiting is for the month of May. And for the month of May, it will be able to predict for the month of May and then even for the month of June. This is how to interpret Visa Bulletin. And Visa Bulletin will help you to plan yourself. Plan how you will be able to save money for your interviews, anticipate your interviews, and prepare yourself. It's just a guide for you to know when is the time for your interviews. When is the time whereby you are likely to receive your 2NL. In this diversity visa lottery journey, second notification letter is very important. Second notification letter is that notification whereby you are invited for visa interviews at the US Embassy. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much. I know people are waiting for DV 2025. May God bless you as you wait. But at least learn how to read Visa Bulletin. And then again, once again I say, when you win, submit your DS-260 as soon as possible. God bless you.